Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dex.
This is Eric.
This is Ken.
This is Ken.
And this is Alter Apex Radio.
What the rock?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Alter Apex Radio, our vodcast, where we invite you into our weekly band hangs, give you updates on what we're up to, and turn you on to some rad new music that we're discovering. Make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you keep up to date with our videos. Follow the Alter Apex Radio playlist on Spotify, and also keep a lookout if you use Apple Music, because that playlist should be mirrored there very soon.
So if you haven't heard of Alter Apex before, we just put out a 4-song EP a couple months ago. Currently, we're promoting our single Blessings. A huge thanks to the most metal of mayors, Albuquerque, New Mexico Mayor Tim Keller, for the shout out recently on all his social media channels.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
That was really cool of you, and we sincerely appreciate it. And if you don't know where Albuquerque is, just watch the show Breaking Bad. That's where we are.
Remember the show Breaking Bad?
It's all true, all of it.
All of it.
Mayor Keller, you're absolutely right. We do have a lot of great music here, a lot of great bands in this area, and we cannot wait to get back to rock it out at live shows soon.
All right, now for a quick shout out to some local breweries here in our area.
God, we love beer.
I'm going to give a shout out to Ex Novo Brewing for the Mass Ascension IPA, which is absolutely delicious.
Good shout out to our good friends at La Cumbre for this tasty, cozy living, hazy double IPA.
You go about 35 minutes north of Albuquerque, you'll hit Santa Fe, and I got some Santa Fe Brewing, the 7K IPA.
What do you got, Eric? What do you got?
Well, I guess I'm kind of the traitor of the group tonight. I'm drinking a Sam Adams Boston Lager.
Didn't you get the memo?
So not local, but, still good.
Some Boston Lager.
It was either this or Modelo, which is typically in my fridge. I just didn't have time to make it to the store, but I'll be getting some brewers some shout outs. Yeah, dude, for sure.
Next time, and maybe you can be forgiven. We'll see if you can make up for it. All right, now it's time to get into some new music. First up, we've got a tune from a rockin' band out of Verona, Italy called Vailixi. I hope I'm saying their name correctly. But nonetheless, there's going to be links in the show notes where you're going to be able to find this tune on our playlists. I found a blog online, and speaking of hard things to say correctly, the blog was called Miss Mephistopheles. Miss Mephistopheles. Thank you very much. I'm glad somebody else is looking at these notes. But they called Vailixi an Italian 4-piece space-crazed group that takes their listeners on an enchanting, metal-dominated galactic trip with their head-banging worthy tunes. I bet that feels good for that band.
I can't wait. This sounds awesome.
You got to love music writers, man. They have a real way with words. But let's get into the tune Venus by the band Vailixi. First impressions?
I mean, you know me, dude. There's my chord again. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
I have to tell you this too. Like, one of the crazy things about this band that I didn't mention up top, that I don't know if you're going to be that stoked on, Eric, is the fact that this is 2 guitar players and no bass player. But they're doing something, obviously, with their guitars that bring the bass to the track. So I don't know what they're doing there, but I was wondering if you were going to say you're hearing some bass stuff, because they're probably doing something that sounds like bass.
We're becoming obsolete.
Maybe it's like the band Local H?
Yeah.
I remember those guys. There's also have you guys ever heard Middle Class Rut? I don't think those guys have a bassist either. I'll have to share one of their tunes with you. They're sick.
I'm not 100% too, but like I think that I read about these guys that the guitar players are ex bass players.
Ah.
I could have just made that up.
No, it's true. It's true.
But let's check it out.
I'm getting my first impression is I have to say that like I'm getting some ZZ Top LaGrange vibes.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And I gotta say too that if people out there dig this song, if you guys dig this song, have you guys heard this one yet? Any of you?
Nope.
So if you dig this song, you gotta check out the music video. I'm picturing it in my head. It's an amazing music video. Let's get back to the tune though.
Harvest with good days for all just the ugly ones. Sedated and naked to put them on a space cargo ship. Around the mountain and faithless. Oh, waving there for the perfect match. Around the mountain and faithless. Oh, waving there
Pretty good chorus.
perfect match.
I wanted to get through the whole chorus because it's just so good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, not only are the vocals really, really good, but the effect on them just makes it that much better. It's got a really, really cool effect on it.
Yeah. And he does have a really cool voice. There's something unique about his voice, but I like how just there's like an honesty to his voice, and like he's not trying to do like he's not trying to tweak it in any weird way. It doesn't sound like it, just sounds like his voice,
Yeah.
And those harmonies in that chorus are killer.
Yeah, I really like those punches, those triplets and everything, very seamless and smooth going through the chorus. It was really cool. Very, very punchy and dynamic.
The drums
And
are
it's
super in your face, right, Ken? Don't you
Oh,
think the
yeah.
drums, they're just like right up there.
Uh-huh.
His voice almost has like a little raspiness to it too. It almost reminds me of the way the bassist of Mastodon, Troy Sanders, sings. It's pretty sick.
Mm.
Yeah, and the description was definitely right about the headbanging. So
Yeah, absolutely.
couldn't not do it.
That
part's
fuzz
cool.
that they have on the guitar is sick, right? That tone sounds great.
Yeah, it really works out for like the notes they're playing. It sounds awesome.
The mix
Yeah.
is super great.
Of course, getting for shit out the rules and prohibitions. Jump on the space ride, we head into Venus. I just want but wasted the left over here on Earth. Venusian ladies gonna remember how it used to be.
I like when it slows down there.
Yeah, that vibe is badass. That chorus creates. It's just great. That change was really cool. That do-do. That was a great way to come into the bridge.
For a band that doesn't have bass players, man, they sound freaking huge.
Yeah, they do.
You guys are gonna meet up after this and have a sidebar conversation. You guys think we need Eric?
Bex and I are not good enough guitar players to get rid of our bass player that can do everything.
Oh, that's cool.
We came from long distance, 'cause we heard you call.
That guitar solo reminds me of Corrosion of Conformity big time.
Yeah.
I think the guitar player of Corrosion is Woody Weatherman, and he has like a similar the leads that he'd play on a lot of their stoner rock era stuff. Like this sound really reminds me of it. It sounds really good. I love that lead.
I'm loving it.
That was it, man.
Oh,
Sick.
nice.
That was awesome, man.
Yeah,
that was
killer.
awesome. Yeah, I'm psyched. We're coming across a lot of these kind of cool stoner rockish influence bands, you know, and they sound really reminiscent of bands that I just absolutely love. You know, even some of the bigger ones that are. I just think these types of bands write the meanest riffs, dude. Like their tones are always solid with, you know, the fuzz and overdrive, and it's such a good vibe to make you bang your head.
Yeah. And you said they were 2 ex-bass players?
I think so. Like, I think that I read that about them. I think that it was at least 1 or 2 of the guys that they came out of a metalcore band. Like, so
Nice.
they played lots of different styles, you know, similar to us. I mean, we come from all sorts of different backgrounds, a lot of punk stuff, pop punk stuff, metal. I'm enjoying like how some of the you know, a grip of the bands that we're coming across that we're finding that we're doing these videos with, like they kind of reflect a little bit of how our sound is evolving. Like, because that latest tune that we're working on that I can't wait for people to hear, it definitely has some of that like metal stoner rock flavor to the bluesiness of the riffs and stuff. And you know, we're super new, and it's exciting to see how we're evolving and how like different influences from all of our backgrounds are going to play into that and stuff. But Vailixi, fantastic job. You guys sound killer. That is a great song, and it's part of an EP, so make sure to check them out. Also, you know, comment on the video if you like that song. If there's some other bands in a similar vein that you think that we would like to listen to cover, make sure to hit us up and let us know. Music is all about community, and we're really enjoying that aspect of it. Just getting out, getting to connect with other bands. Those guys, we landed on a couple playlists that they landed on as well, and so it's very cool to find them.
Up next is the song Choices by a band called Coercion out of the Santa Cruz area in California. I do have a personal connection to this band. My cousin is actually the drummer. This song is a little older, but this is a little bit of a throwback. I wanted you guys to check this out because I know you've heard me mention it numerous times, but you know, what blows my mind about this band, not, you know, only that it's my cousin on drums, but it's an all-star lineup. It's literally an all-star lineup that my cousin plays drums for in this band. And he comes from really great bands from that area too. But taking this back to our punk roots, I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. So their singer is from a band called the Lonely Kings that was on Fearless Records, really great band. Their bass player was from a band called Fury 66 out of Santa Cruz, which was another killer band on Sessions Records. We actually played with Fury 66. He wasn't the bass player at the time, but I want to say it's our second show at Launchpad with my old band, Left Unsaid, was with them in Jughead's Revenge.
Nice.
Yeah, and then their guitar player, who is a monster shredder, is from the band Death by Stereo.
Definitely heard you guys.
Yeah, Death by Stereo is great, man. So their other guitarist is from a band you guys might have heard of called Good Riddance, which is also out of the Santa Cruz area, a Fat Records band, which is always going to be one of my probably top 5. when my cousin told me he was going to play in a band with a guitar player of good riddance, I think my mind was completely blown. And then my cousin had a band called Ghost Parade that was just unbelievably talented as well. So to see these guys come together and what they've created, this EP, like I mentioned, has been out a couple years, but it's just a solid 8 songs. I play it all the time. Like, it's just one of those things. Yeah, I love it because it's my cousin's band, but this is music I'd probably listen to, especially coming from a place of enjoying this type of punk, all the time.
Sweet. All right, so let's get into the tune choices by Coercion. Well, it's not just because it was your cousin, but that drum fill was badass.
Yeah, he's an animal.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Situation multiplies, lay it on the line. The conversation never ends. Force the words that make amends. Can you offer them? We all make choices. Are you the chosen one?
This is a great song already.
That lead
riff is killer,
dude. It's so dirty.
And that vocal too. I mean, we always key into the parts that we play, but that vocal has a lot of emotion to it. It's a great vocal line. I love the melody, but then yes, that lead adds so much flavor and so much emotion to what's going on with it. Yeah, that's great, man.
On the fence you can't decide. Indecision overdrive, taking over life. And no one cares, no one.
Indecision overdrive, taking over life.
Sick.
That's a really cool lyric.
It's a good lyric.
You don't have the time to kill. Are you fulfilled? We all make choices. Are you the chosen one? To hear the voices in our heads, in our hearts.
That sweep
That
right
was
there.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we
I
go.
think I need to hear that again.
I know. I'm gonna come back
Yeah.
to it. Let's check it
So
out.
good. That
You
was
know,
dirty.
When they laid this down in the studio, my cousin sent me some cell phone video of him recording this part, and they actually have a video for this song. It's like a studio edit video, but he had sent it to me while they were doing this, and I was just like, oh my god, this is gonna be, because I hadn't heard the song yet. Just from that, I was like, this is gonna be insanely awesome.
That's great. Let's listen
Nice.
to that again, because as you guys heard, it was the lead from the first chorus, but then that little run that he added in there, no one expected that, and it's awesome.
In our heads, in our hearts, all we know. Complication, motivation. Find the will, find the way. Depression, confession. These are the answers to our prayers. Now we search for them. How we search for, live and die for them.
So I hear the punk influence. I can definitely hear the punk in it, but it's also there's a lot more elements coming from. I mean, because it sounds like mostly guys from a punk background came together to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't necessarily want to say I know that, actually. They could have other backgrounds, but from what I know them from,
Yeah,
we're all punk bands. Yeah,
from their most notable projects.
yeah, punk bands that I grew up listening to.
Because there's elements. Maybe it's like the mix as well as the tones, the guitar tones don't sound like quintessential punk, right? Like especially that
Yeah.
tone. It sounds.
It's got a very heavy, straightforward rock influence.
I
for
think
sure.
that there's some really good rock and like hard rock type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
I hear
sounds
that.
like it could easily be a radio song as well.
Yeah, that chorus is just rocking, and the chords with that lead, it's total radio material. Absolutely.
And I think that sometimes you're talking about guys from like a legit old school punk background. You say radio song, that might not sound like a compliment, but I mean it as a compliment because
Yeah.
I think that it takes good songwriting chops to write something that is intricate, interesting, rocks hard, and is accessible at the same time.
Right.
I think that
Yeah.
it takes a lot of talent to do that.
Cast aside for better than. You can't compete, you never win.
Now the vocal lines there make me think of like Ozzy or something, like in the layering there.
Yeah.
There's something about
Sick.
that reminded me of some like Ozzy melodies.
You tell yourself you're not afraid. Your only fault lies in your head. We all make choices. Are you the chosen one to hear the voices in our heads,
Yeah.
in our hearts? We all make choices.
Nice. I love how those ahs came in, all the feels. They just
Oh yeah.
bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just face melting solo, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
then the lead stepping
yeah.
up,
everybody in this band is so good at what they do, man. That's just one of the things that I love about it, because it's kind of straightforward and accessible, like you said, but everybody is just killing it.
Yeah, dude.
Are you the chosen one to hear the voices in our heads, in our hearts?
I loved that. Like when he said, "Hear the voices," da, da, da. Like those little touches, man. Like they can make such a difference in like really getting you to feel the emotion of the song as it's kind of coming around toward the end now. Like I love just I feel like you're mentioning the studio video that and actually I feel like it was a few months ago when we hung out at your house. Well, not a few months ago. Shit, man, it's been like forever now because COVID
Yeah.
happened. But in addition to watching and laughing our asses off at the ICP Miracles video, I think you showed this song to me.
I
And,
did.
um,
I did.
And so like when I'm thinking, I think it must be, thinking about like the studio and writing the song and stuff. When I hear little pieces like that, I just get excited because I know how cool it feels to write a little piece like that. Like just those little things where you put it on there and you're like, oh man, that makes it.
Yep.
Like it makes the song. Nice. Tight ending. That was killer.
That was pretty rad. That was awesome.
That was super rad. What that reminds me of is being a little punk kid and going into Hot Topic when I was like 16 years old, grabbing Punkorama compilation CDs or the Fat Record compilations or the Nitro Record compilations and finding a band like that you just completely fall in love with. It just sounds like one of those bands that I would have like put on one of those compilations of CDs and then just found that band and fell in love with them.
Yeah, I can hear that song on repeat even now. I'm looking forward to hearing it again.
Yeah, love you, Anthony. Good job.
Yeah, very good job, guys. It was killer. All right, so this next one is gonna rock your balls off, guys.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's the riff, man. Like, so our last tune that we've got today is from an artist named Felix Weaver. He's an 18-year-old English singer-songwriter, and I found this guy on the YouTube channel Blank TV. Our music video for So Yeah was just posted there the other day, and his video for this song just happened to be posted right alongside ours. I clicked on it, and instantly I knew I had to share it with you guys. The bit that I've seen of this guy, I find his music to be really impressive because he's not only very young and talented, but he does a lot of different styles of music, music that some people might not even think fits together. So it's just obvious that he's just doing what he loves and enjoying it. But this song, it just has like, this riff is gonna rock your balls off. And this song is called "No Place Like Home," and it's by the artist Felix Weaver. What the fuck?
Dude, that riff literally made me smile. Like I was just so excited about it. Like the tones, the heaviness, and then what he's playing. That's a really well thought out riff, man. It is so friggin' rocking.
Yeah, and then when it doubles up, it's
like, dude, when that hits, it's so huge. It's awesome.
Keep playing.
The sky falls down, the blind will cry now. The tears make the sides go dry.
oh, that bass.
Yeah, that bass is dirty.
That was cool.
I like how the vocal sounded with that distortion on it. I like how you could hear a little bit of his accent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
It has a different flavor for this style of music. Sounds really cool. But that riff is just, that is
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Holding on, keep holding on, 'cause when I'm gone, I won't be long. I'm by your side, it'll be alright. Just stay inside, there's no better place to hide. Just there's no place to breaking the mirror to see things clearer behind my sunshine eyes.
There it is again. That's,
dude, like, I know they're milking it. They're milking that riff, but it's okay. Like,
you
it's-
have to. You have
Oh
to.
yeah.
I like how he stops for those few bars for the verse and then just hits it again, man. Like hits you in the face. Like, it's awesome.
You know, for me, I love it because a band like this is just really humbling. You know, it's like at our level where we're at, and then when you hear something next level like this, it's just like, it's so good. It is so good.
And he said he was like 18,
Yeah.
18.
That's
18
even
years old.
that's even more
is he
humbling.
vocals and guitar or bass, or is he doing everything? What's his role?
Don't know. I know that, like, in the music video, he had a whole band, but I mean, it sounds like
Okay.
a solo project, so who knows, man. Sometimes you come across people like they're like 18 years old, they play all the instruments, they're doing the whole thing. But yeah, it's super good, man.
Yeah, I had seen some meme at one point, and I'm probably going to butcher it, so I don't know if this will stay in, but it was something along the lines, if you ever think you're getting good at something, just know that there's a child prodigy somewhere doing it a million times better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holding on, keep holding on, 'cause when I'm gone, I won't be long. I'm by your side, it'll be alright. Just stay inside, there's no better.
There's a lot of really cool vocal stuff going on there. Is that a 3-part harmony, Dex, or is it 2? What do you hear?
I'd have to hear it again.
Keep holding on, 'cause when I'm gone, I won't be
That's three. Just three-part harmony.
What? That scream he's got is killer too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
It's really good.
That chorus and how he changes his vocal for some reason reminds me off of something like off of Unwritten Law, the album Elva.
Oh yeah.
That's something like Scott Russo would have definitely done.
Yeah,
But it goes so well with this song. It goes from so rockin' to so like melodic, where you think maybe for a second, oh, maybe it's too much of a drastic melodic change. But then second time hearing it, I'm like, that's perfect.
And then he hits at the end of that really melodic chorus. He hits with that.
Yeah, that guttural scream.
It's
amazing.
When it just dropped into the bridge now, we hit like a new riff. Let's come back a little bit.
Metal.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Tom sound good.
That was some musical chaos there, man. That was cool.
That was like Godzilla just like destroying through a city. That was beautiful. I loved it. That solo was rad too.
Yeah, when it came in with that tom beat with the snare,
Oh.
that was so cool.
Those toms were like earth shaking.
Right?
The blend,
Sorry, man.
the blend of the heaviness and the melodic stuff, that is like the perfect formula for me for bands that I know I'm gonna end up loving. It's just meshed so well with these dudes.
Dude, and you'll be surprised when you look at more of his stuff. Like, he does a lot of different styles of music. Like, he does some like straight up pop sounding songs. And it just seems like he just does what he wants, man. And like, there's something really
cool.
cool about that.
I'm by your side, it'll be alright. Just stay inside, there's no better place to run away and find your fate. I'll meet you there, another time and place. I'm by your side, outside.
I almost feel like I could tell. I mean, I might be wrong, but I feel like I could tell that he wrote that chorus on an acoustic guitar. Like, it sounds like it could be a huge ballad. Like and it's really, kind of illustrating that point that we were talking about earlier, where like when you hit that chorus, it fits really well with everything that's put together in the song, I think. But it could be a ballad on its own. Like, but then you have that soul crushing riff. It's like so good.
Then it comes back in and punches you in the balls.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Great,
That
right?
was so good.
That was awesome.
Killer. It's funny, man. Like, I love, getting out there, doing this. This is a new band for us, and getting out there and finding out that music like this is still being done, and It's not, you don't just have to listen to all the old classic bands.
Yeah,
Find this stuff.
it's unfortunate because this stuff should fill arenas too, you know,
Yeah.
because it definitely deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So great job, Felix Weaver. Sounds killer. And yeah, I hope that if you end up seeing this, I hope you enjoyed watching us rock out to your song because it's very good. And can't believe that you're 18. You've probably seen a lot of insecurity sweeping across our faces. And, yeah, very good stuff, man. Right on, guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate you checking out these videos. And yeah, check out the Spotify playlist, Alter Apex Radio. Hit subscribe on this video so that you can follow our channel, keep up to date with what we're doing. We have several music videos that we recorded for our debut EP that are right here on this YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy those. And we'll see you guys again in about a week. Peace. Sweet. I think that'll be great. Except for poor Mayor. Like, we're going to be like, shout out to the Mayor. Breaking Bad is true. He's going to be like, dang it, why did you say that?
Yeah, next time we can be like, well, what are you eating tonight? I got tacos from Pericos.
The whole thing just ends up being a commercial. I enjoy breakfast burritos at Little Anita's.
Episode 10.
Talk like that.
Hey, Dex, who did you use for your car accident? If you're hurt, call Bert.
Yeah.
Call 898-BELL. Again,
Like episode 10, we're just going to be begging for shit. It's like, can I please get a crumb of beer? You know?
Yeah. We'll officially get sponsors and look like NASCAR drivers with like a billion freaking different patches on our freaking jackets.
We'll start it out like that dumbass car commercial that bring bring.
Oh my God.
That's like the opener to the show. Bring, bring.
Dude, it's so funny because I totally heard it in my head after you did that.
Yeah.
All of us laughed because we knew what you were talking about.